Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Inastake binti Ismail, student ID 2019408884. Today I will present about soil erosion. Introduction of soil erosion. Soil erosion is a natural process. Human activities over the past decades have greatly accelerated it. Soil erosion is a gradual process of movement and transport of the upper layer of topsoil by different agents such as water, wind, and mass movement that causing its decay in the long term. In other words, soil erosion is the removal of the most fertile top layer of soil through water, wind, and tillage. It is also a process that cracks, destroys, or slowly decreases things down. It was a form of soil degradation. Soil degradation happens in nearly every type of land. This process normally occurs on the soil surface, rock, or sometimes on dissolved materials from a place on the earth crust with the help of wind or water flow and it stay at the new place. The main agent that cause consequential amount of soil loss every year are wind, flowing water, and rainwater. Excessive of soil erosion can cause dropping of topsoil and as well lessen potential of crop production and harm drainage system. The effects of soil erosion go beyond the loss of fertile land. It has led to increased pollution and sedimentation in streams and rivers, clogging these waterways and causing declines in fish and other species. Degraded lands are also often less able to hold onto water, which can worsen flooding. Sustainable land use can help to reduce the impacts of agriculture and livestock, preventing soil degradation and erosion and the loss of valuable land to desertification. Types of soil erosion. There is 5 types of soil erosion. First is real erosion. It is a form of water erosion in which the erosion takes place through numerous narrow and more or not so straight channels called streamlets or headcuts. Real erosion is the most common form of erosion, which you can also observe during heavy rain. Second types of soil erosion is sheet erosion. It is the uniform removal of soil in thin layers from the land surface caused by wind. Land areas with loose, shallow topsoil overlie compact soil are most prone to sheet erosion. The third type of soil erosion is stream bank erosion. Stream bank erosion is nothing but washing up away from banks of a stream or a river. It is different from the erosion of the bed of a watercourse that is referred to as scoring. The fourth types of soil erosion is raindrop erosion. This type of erosion is due to the effect of falling raindrops onto the soil surface. This action that leads to the destruction of the soil particle form, which is known as raindrop erosion. The last types of soil erosion is gully erosion. It occurs due to the runoff surface water causing the removal of soil with drainage lines. Once gullies occurs, it will move by headward erosion or even by slumping of side walls until proper steps will be taken in order to stabilize the disturbance. Next is about mechanism of soil erosion. There is 3 mechanisms of soil erosion. The first one is detachment, second is movement, and the third one is deposition. Detachment is the tearing loose of soil aggregates or particles of transportable size from their moorings in the soil mass. This may be expressed in terms of pounds or tons per acre. The second mechanism, movement, it is movement and transport of the upper layer of topsoil by different agents such as water, wind, and mass movement that causing its decay in the long term. This occurs when the topsoil is relocated to another area. The last mechanism is deposition. Deposition is where the topsoil ends up after this process. Deposition is often in places we do not want the soil, such as streams, lakes, reservoirs, or deltas. There is 4 factors affecting soil erosion: climate, soil structure and composition, topography, and vegetative cover. For climate, The amount and intensity of precipitation is the main climatic factor governing soil erosion by water. The relationship is particularly strong if heavy rainfall occurs at times when or in the location where the soil surface is not well protected by vegetation. For soil structure and composition, the composition, moisture and compaction of soil are all major factors in determining the erosivity of rainfall. Soil containing high level of organic material are usually more resistant to erosion because the organic materials coagulate soil colloids and create a stronger, more stable soil structure. For topography, the topography of the land determines the velocity. The topography of the land determines the velocity at which surface runoff will flow, which in turn determines the erosivity of the runoff. The last one, vegetative cover. Vegetation acts as an interface between the atmosphere of the soil. It increases the permeability of the soil to rainwater, thus decreasing runoff. Methods to control soil erosion. The first method to control soil erosion is mulching. Mulching is when the bare soil between growing plants is covered with a layer of organic matter such as straw, grasses, leaves, and rice husks or anything readily available. Mulching also keeps the soil moist, reduces weeding, keeps the soil cool, and adds organic matter. The second method is man-made terrace. In some countries, terracing has been successfully practiced for centuries. For example, in the Philippines, Peru, and Nepal. Well-built terraces are one of the most effective methods of controlling soil erosion, especially on steep slopes. Terrace requires skill and very hard work to build. Man-made terraces are unlikely to be an appropriate method in countries with no tradition of terrace building. So, in conclusion, erosion is the loss of soil. As soil erodes, it loses nutrients, clogs rivers with dirt, and eventually turns the area into a desert. Although erosion happens naturally, human activities can make it much worse. Erosion can turn once healthy, vibrant land into arid, lifeless terrain and further cause landslides and mudslides. Erosion also can be controlled easily on a construction site when the right means, tools and methods are used at the right time. That's all from me. Thank you.